Hi everybody, I'm Molly. Thank you so much for coming to class. I'll be guiding us in a 1-hour yoga practice today with a focus on connecting our movement with our breath. Breathing in and out through the nose, trying to equalize the breath. Inhale, lengthening the spine, and exhale, engaging through the core. We'll be holding poses for a 5 count. In between poses, we'll reset through a short flow called a vinyasa. Depending on how you're feeling today, if you're feeling tired, you can skip the vinyasa and rest in child's pose or in dandasana until we come back to seated. So dandasana pose is like this. So sitting up nice and tall, the back is straight. If you're finding that it's difficult for you to sit forward, you don't have the flexibility, then you can fold up a towel or two and place that underneath, or using a yoga block to help sit up forward onto the hips. Dandasana pose, legs are straight, feet are flexed, toes pointing to the ceiling. The neck is long, reaching through the crown of the head, and the hands are next to the hips, hands spread wide, shoulders back, chin to chest. From here, let's move through a vinyasa. So coming off of your block, we're going to scoot forward onto the mat so that the knees come into the chest. Allow the ankles to cross and position the hands just forward of the hips. From here, we'll rock forward, trying to lift ourselves up and send our legs back behind us all the way to a low push-up position. From here, lowering all the way down, pointing through the toes. Inhale, lifting the head, lifting the chest, and opening through the front of the body. This is our cobra pose, or up dog. And then lifting the hips up, tuck the toes, pushing back into downward facing dog. From here, the knees bend and the legs come through the hands. And we return to our Dandasana position. Okay, we're going to start standing. So let's come to the top of the mat, feet together, hands by your side. Lengthen through the crown of the head, reaching the spine long. Let's just focus on the breath. Breathing in and out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rise the arms up, palms together, gaze up, look at your thumbs, and exhale, hinging at the waist, forward fold, hands all the way to the floor.
It's okay if the knees are bent here.
Inhale, just the head lifts, this flattens the back. And now exhale, step the foot back, high plank position, and lower all the way down onto the mat. The elbows point back towards your feet. Try to arrive all at the same time. Pointing through the toes, rolling the shoulders back. Inhale. Neck is long here. And exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here in your down dog. Go ahead, step the feet in just a couple of inches. The feet are parallel, hip distance apart. Lifting the hips up, try to reach the heels down. Softening the knees here. Let's try to straighten the elbows. And make sure you're keeping your neck long, gazing towards your belly button. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, start to walk the feet forward all the way to the top of your mat, feet together, The head is up here, flattening the back. And now exhale, fold, chin towards your shin. Inhale, we're coming to stand, arms sweeping up, gaze up, press the palms together, and exhale the hands by your side. 4 more times like that. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, hinging at the waist, forward fold. Inhale, just the head lifts, flattening out the back. And now exhale, step it back, high plank position. Lowering down, elbows right next to your rib cage. Pointing through the toes. Inhale, roll the shoulders back and down your spine. And exhaling to our downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. Spreading the hands wide. Slight bend to the elbows here, and now rotate the the elbows back towards the feet. And now straightening the arms, external rotation in the shoulders. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, walking the feet forward. Flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, arms sweeping up, gaze up, and exhale, release the hands by your side. Again, inhale, arms up, and exhale, hinging at the waist, diving forward, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flattening the back, and now exhale, stepping back, high plank, lower all the way down. Pointing through the toes, inhale, and exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here in our down dog. Make sure the feet are hip distance apart. Pulling in through the belly. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, walk the feet forward. Head is up, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up. Look up. And exhale, release the hands by your side. Again, inhale, sweeping the arms up, palms pressed together. And exhale, hinging at the waist, forward fold, chin to shin. Inhale, half lift, flattening the back. And exhale, step it back, high plank position, lowering down. Pointing through the toes, rolling the shoulders back. Inhale. And exhale, coming to our downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. Keep the neck long, the gaze is towards the belly button, trying to find that external rotation in the shoulders. And thinking about the legs kind of dragging outward to fire up the outsides of the hips and allowing the pelvis to tilt forward. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, walk the feet forward. Head is up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, arms sweeping up, palms together, gaze to the thumbs. And exhale the hands by your side. Last one like this. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, walk or hop back, lower down. Pointing through the toes, rolling the shoulders away from the ears, the neck is long. And exhale, downward facing dog. Lifting the hips nice and high, reaching the face towards your feet to open through the shoulders. Engage through the core, reaching the heels down.
Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, walk or hop the feet forward. Head is up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, come to stand, arms up, gaze to the thumbs. And exhale the hands by your side. Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, bend the knees, sitting down low. Arms sweeping up, palms together, gaze to the thumbs. Chair pose. And now exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. And exhale back, high plank, lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhaling to downward facing dog. Right leg steps forward, the left heel comes down. Deep bend of the right knee. Inhale the arms up, warrior one. Gaze at your thumbs. And exhale, release the hands, framing the foot, step it back, lower down. Inhale, rolling the shoulders away from the ears. And exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward, the right heel spins down, ground down through the feet. Inhale the arms up, warrior one. And exhale, release the hands to the mat. Step it back, high plank, and lower. Inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths in your down dog, spreading the hands wide. Try to straighten the arms. The neck is long, you're looking towards your belly button. Lifting the hips up. Reaching the heels down. One more breath here. Exhale. Inhale, walk or hop the feet forward. Head is up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, arms up. Gaze to the thumbs. And exhale, release, hands by your side. 2 more times. Inhale, bend the knees. Chair pose, arms up. And exhale, fold, chin to shin. Inhale, the head lifts, flattening the back. And now exhale, step it back and lower. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step the right foot forward. Inhale, arms up, warrior one. The hips are square to the top of the mat. And exhale, release the hands down. High plank, lower. Inhale, rolling the shoulders away from the ears, lifting the chest. And exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward. Inhale, warrior one. Pulling that left hip back, squaring the hips. And exhale, release the hands down. Step it back, high plank, lower. Inhale and exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here in your down dog. Inhale, growing the spine long. Exhale, firming through the belly. 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, walk or hop the feet forward. Head is up, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, sitting down low, arms up. Chair pose. And exhale, release. Last one. Inhale, chair pose. Arms sweeping up. Gaze to the thumbs. And exhale, hands flat. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Flat back. And exhale, step or hop back. Lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. Right foot forward, left heel down. Inhale the arms up. Deep bend to the right knee. And exhale, release the hands, step it back, lower. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot forward. Inhale the arms up. The knee is right over the heel. And exhale, release, hands down, step back, lower. The gaze is forward. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here in your down dog. Try to balance your effort with the ease. Thinking of down dog as a rest pose. The hands and the feet supporting you. Engage through the belly for strength in the pose. Inhale, walk or hop the feet forward. Head is up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, sitting down low, arms up, chair pose. And exhale, release, standing tall, hands by your side. Step the feet hip distance apart. Inhale, reaching for the toes. So it's okay to bend the knees here. We're going to grab the big toe with your first 2 fingers and your thumb. And then inhale, flattening out the back here. And exhale, bend the elbows out to the side and pull yourself deep into a forward fold. No tension in the neck here. Relaxing the shoulders on your spine. Can you straighten the legs a little more? Breathing deeply here. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift, flattening the back. Exhale here. Inhale, release the hand and slip it underneath the foot. Palms facing up, thumbs pointing towards each other. Inhale. And now exhale, bend the elbows out to the side and fold. The neck is long. You're gazing down the nose between the knees. Filling the body with the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, half lift, flattening out the back. Exhale here. Inhale, release the hands, hands to the waist, standing tall. And let's step the feet together, hands by your side. Inhale, we're starting with the right leg. Step the right leg back about 2 feet, and then turn to the right. Arms reaching out to the side. The left foot is at a little bit of an angle. The right foot pointing towards the back of the mat. Inhale here, and exhale your right hand down towards your right foot. You could place it on your shin in your triangle, or the floor, or grabbing for the big toe. Let's shift the gaze towards the left thumb, trying to straighten the legs here. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, rotating the right foot to face the edge of your mat, the left foot the top of the mat. Inhale. And exhale, the left hand coming down to your shin or to like a book or a yoga block, or maybe grabbing the big toe with the first 2 fingers and the thumb. And let's rotate the gaze towards the right thumb. Rounding down through the feet, can you try to straighten the legs? Opening the chest, engaging the belly with each breath. Inhale, coming up to stand. And let's rotate the feet once more. The left foot is at a bit of an angle towards the side of the mat. The right foot faces the back of the mat. Turn to position your hips square to the back of the mat. Inhale. And exhale the left hand down towards the right foot. Coming onto a block or your shin, maybe the floor. And twisting here. Trying to square the hips to the back of the mat. So pulling that right hip back. The gaze is at your right thumb. Inhale, coming all the way up to stand. And let's adjust our feet for the other side. Squaring the hips towards the top of the mat, the left foot faces forward, the right foot is at a 45-degree angle. Inhale, and exhale the right hand down towards the left foot, coming onto your foot or your shin, a block or a stack of towels, and grounding down through the feet. Try to open the chest and gaze towards the left thumb. Inhale, coming all the way up to stand, arms reaching out to the side. And exhale, release the arms by your side. Step the feet together at the top of the mat. Inhale, step the right foot back. Big step here, about 3 feet. Reaching the arms out to the side. Turning to the right, facing the side of your mat. The left foot comes in at an angle. The right foot points to the back of the mat. Go ahead and bend the right knee. The knee should be right over the heel here, and your feet are on the same line. Inhale here, and exhale the right hand down to the outside of your right foot. You can come up onto a block here if you like. And now open the chest and the hips to the side of the mat. And the left arm reaches overhead, gazing towards the center of the left palm. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. And let's adjust our feet. This time the left foot faces the top of the mat, bending the left knee. The right foot at a bit of an angle. Inhale here, and exhale the left hand to the outside of the left foot, opening the chest and the hips to the side of the mat, and then circling the right arm down now, reaching, feeling a stretch from the right thumb all the way down to the right pinky toe. Reaching the foot down, reaching the arm up. Let's breathe. Inhale, come all the way up to stand, and let's set up the twist. So adjusting the feet once more, the right foot to face the back of the mat. Let's turn the hips to face the back of the mat and lower down onto the left knee. Stacking the knee right over the heel. Let's pull the belly in and bring our left shoulder to the outside of our right knee. Maybe the hands come together in prayer pose or the arms opening up. Go ahead and tuck the back toe And if you like, you could straighten the leg. And the right arm reaches down, around, and forward, gazing at the right thumb. Inhale, releasing the pose. And let's set up the other side. So turning the hips to the front of the mat, bending the left knee, coming down onto the right knee, pulling the belly in, and bringing the elbow or the shoulder to the outside of the left knee. Hands together in prayer, tucking the back toe, maybe straightening the leg. For more of a twist, the right hand can come down to the floor and the left arm can circle around and reach. Inhale, let's release the pose. Arms out to the side. And exhale, release your arms by your side. Step the feet together to the top of the mat. Inhale, hands to the waist. Let's step the right foot back. Nice big step here. And position our feet so that they are parallel. Or maybe slightly toes in. Inhale here. And exhale, hinging at the waist. Let's forward fold. Release your hands down to the mat. Your toes and fingers are in the same line. Hands are shoulder distance apart. Inhale, lifting the head here, flattening out the back. And now exhale, bend the elbows straight back between your legs. And bring your head towards the floor. Rocking the weight heavy into the toes to bring the hips over the heels. Trying to straighten the legs here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, come halfway up, flattening the back. Now exhale here. Bring the hands to the waist. Inhale, let's stand tall. Exhale. Inhale, arms reach out to the side. And exhale, your hands to the waist. Inhale, shoulders back and down. And exhale, hands stay here, folding at the waist. Head towards the floor. Positioning the hips over the heels so the weight is heavy into the toes. Relaxing the shoulders, the neck is long, you're looking between your knees. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, come all the way back up to stand, and exhale here. Inhale, reaching the arms out to the side. And exhale, release the hands back behind you, interlacing the fingers. Inhale here, straightening the arms, opening the chest. And exhale, let's fold your head towards the floor. Good. Reaching your hands towards the floor, opening through the shoulders. Let's breathe. Inhale, we're coming all the way back up to stand, and exhale here. Inhale, hands to the waist, and exhale, hinging at the waist, let's fold. Release the hands, hands reaching for your big toes. First two fingers and your thumb around the toes, flat back here, inhale, and exhale, bending the elbows out to the side, pull your head towards the floor. Relaxing the shoulders. Try to straighten the legs. Inhale, half lift, flattening out the back. Exhale here. Hands to the waist, inhale, rise all the way up to stand. And exhale, let's step to the top of the mat, feet together, hands by your side. Starting with the right leg, inhale, step the right leg back about 1.5 feet, turning to the right and all the way to face the back of your mat. The right foot faces the back of the mat, the left foot at a little bit of an angle. Inhale, the arms reaching out to the side, rotating in the shoulders, pointing the thumbs down, and then bringing the hands together so that the fingers face up, and a reverse namaskar. If this isn't accessible for you, you can grab opposite elbows. Inhaling here, and exhale, folding forward, chin to shin. Keeping the hips square to the back of the mat. Try to straighten the legs. Inhale, coming all the way up, turning to the left and adjusting the feet. Legs are straight here. Right foot at a 45-degree angle, left foot facing forward. Inhale, and exhale, hinging at the waist. Moving your chin towards your shin. Inhale, coming all the way up to stand. And exhale, let's release the arms, stepping the feet together at the top of the mat. Let's balance. Left hand comes to the left hip, right arm out in front. Inhale, lifting the right leg and reaching for the big toe or for the knee. Let's fold. 5 breaths here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, standing tall, and exhale, bringing the right leg to the right, shifting the gaze to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, coming back through center. Exhale, folding. And inhale, straighten the leg, hands to the waist, pointing through the toe, and balance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. Good. Setting up our other side. So the right hand comes to the hip, the left arm is out in front, really pushing in through the core here to remind the abdomen to engage. Inhale, lifting the leg and reaching for the big toe or the knee, and fold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, standing tall, and exhale, the leg out to the side, gazing over the right shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, coming back through center, and exhale, fold, and inhale, releasing the leg, hands to the waist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. Starting with the right leg, inhale, lifting the right leg and positioning the right heel over the left knee. Sitting back low, using your arms for balance. Let's hold here. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. And let's release. Other side. Lifting up the left foot and rotating at the hip. Place the left foot over the right knee and sitting down low. Inhale, exhale. Stepping the feet together, reaching through the crown of the head, straightening the spine. Inhale, arms up, palms together, gaze to the thumbs, and exhale, hinging at the waist, forward fold. Inhale, head up, flat back, and exhale, hop it back, lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, hop the feet forward, sitting down low, arms up, chair pose, 5 breaths here. Shifting the gaze to the thumbs, try to squeeze the hands together. Can you sit down even lower? Inhale, hands to the floor, and exhale, back. Inhale to open through the chest, and exhale, back, downward facing dog. Right leg steps forward, the left heel spinning down, deep bend to the right knee. Inhale, arms up, warrior 1, 5 breaths here. Make sure that the knee is over the heel. The hips are squaring forward, pressing the palms together, gazing at the thumbs. Exhale. Inhale, turning to the left, gazing at your thumbs the whole time, facing the back of the mat, bending the left knee, warrior 1. Inhale the right arm back behind you, the left arm out in front, palms facing down, hands even with the shoulders. Open the shoulders and the hips to the side of the mat, bending the left knee deeply. The gaze is over the left middle finger. Warrior 2. Inhale, turning to the right, adjusting the feet, bending the right knee, opening the hips and the shoulders to the side of your mat. The gaze is over the right middle finger. Inhale, the left arm up and over. Hands down on either side of the foot, stepping back, high plank, lower down. Inhale, exhale. We're coming to a seated position, so bending the knees, let's walk the feet forward. And bring the legs out in front. So sitting up nice and tall, heels are together, toes are together, feet are flexed. Trying to straighten the legs here, rocking forward so the back is straight, hands spread wide by the hips, rolling the shoulders back, drop your chin to your chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, reaching the arms forward. First 2 fingers and thumb. Grab your big toe, flattening the back on the inhale. And exhale, bending the elbows out to the side. Let's fold. It's okay if the knees are bent here. Try to have a nice flat back. So leading with your belly button towards your thighs. Inhale, lift the head, reaching the hands, and let's fold again. The hands can come to your ankles or your feet. Maybe you can grab your hands on the back side of your feet. 5 breaths here. Inhale, lift the head to flatten the back. Notice how that changes the stretch. Exhale. Let's release the pose. Scooting forward on your mat, bring your knees into your chest and allow the feet to cross. Bring the hands just forward of the hips, hands spread wide. And then rocking forward, see if you can lift your hips up and lower. From here, we're going to reach our hands forward. Rock up onto the knees, stretch the legs out behind us to a high plank position, and lower all the way down. Moving through the vinyasa, inhale, and exhaling to downward facing dog. From here, we're going to come to a seated position. So bending the knees and trying to bring the feet through the hands, and lowering down into our Dandasana. From here, let's point through the toes, squeeze the legs together. Legs are straight here. The hands reach behind the hips about 8 inches, rolling the shoulders back. Take the heels down, lift the hips, keep the neck long. The gaze is down the nose towards the top of the ceiling. Lifting the hips even higher. Try to reach your toes to the ground. Exhale, lower. Go ahead and scoot forward on your mat. If you have blocks or books, you can set those right next to your hips. Bringing the hands up onto the blocks. And try to rock yourself forward and lift. And maybe tuck through and come all the way back to our plank position. And moving through the vinyasa with your breath. And when you're ready, we'll return to a seated position. Inhale. Starting with the right leg, bring the right knee into the chest. And let's bring the right foot into the left elbow. And the right knee into the right elbow. And see if we can grab our hands here. If this isn't working for you, go ahead and stack the right foot on the left knee. And you can bend the left leg, coming down onto your back, and then reaching the right hand between your legs, your left hand on the outside. You can grab the back of the leg or the front of the leg and have a nice hip stretch here. Let's release the pose. Bring the knees into the chest. Allow the ankles to cross. Hands just in front of the hips. Rocking forward and see if you can lift. Maybe find a little rock. And lower. Both legs straight. Let's set up our other side. So bending the left leg. And maybe bringing the left foot right into the right elbow. And the left knee into the left elbow. Maybe the hands can grab here, and you can find a little motion. Sitting up nice and tall, or coming to the modified pigeon stretch on your back. Whichever one feels good for you. One more breath here. And let's release the pose. Scooting forward on the mat, allowing the ankles to cross. Hands forward of the hips, and rocking weight forward into the hands. See if you can lift yourself up. And through. Moving through the vinyasa with your breath. We're waiting in Dandasana pose. We're coming back to seated. Runner stretch. So starting with the right leg, bending the heel in towards your hip, and then positioning the foot to point back behind you. So if you're finding yourself kind of falling over to the left here, go ahead and take your yoga blocks or maybe a couple of folded up towels, just something to come to sit up on. And then that way the hips can be more or less straight. So the hips are square to the top of the mat. The right foot is pointing straight back behind us. The heel is just outside of the hip. Let's have both hands reaching for the left foot and holding on to the shin or the ankle or the foot or your wrist. Let's fold. Using your core to help you stay up over the hips. Exhale. Inhale, just the head lifts here. And exhale, let's release the pose. You could come up off of the blankets here. Let's allow the ankles to cross and see if we can find a little lift and lower. Go ahead, straighten both legs. Setting up our left side, so bring the left heel into the hip and rotating the foot to face back behind you. Both of the legs are even with the hips here, so I've got about a fist distance in between my knees. My hips are square to the top of the mat. I'm sitting up forward, so I'm on the bottom of my pelvis. Keeping energy through that right leg, toes point to the ceiling, and folding forward. 5 breaths here. Inhale, just the head lifts, flattening out the back, and exhale, let's release the pose. Go ahead and scoop forward on your mat, bringing the knees into the chest, allowing the ankles to cross. And let's see if we can lift and jump through. Inhale to open the front of the body, and exhale, pushing back to our downward facing dog. Opening through the shoulders. Inhale, let's come forward into a seated position, legs straight. So sitting up nice and tall, let's bend the right leg, bring the heel in towards the hip, and allow the knee to fall out to the side. So this is our seated tree pose. Inhale, reaching the arms for the left foot. Let's fold. Rotating at the hip, trying to keep the right hip down to the mat. There's energy through the left leg, reaching out through the heel to try to straighten the leg. Inhale, the head lifts. Exhale here. Let's release the pose and bring both knees into the chest and find our lift and lower. Setting up our other side, left leg bends, bringing the heel in towards the hip and then rotating at the hip so that the knee points out to the side. Squaring the hips to the front of the mat. Inhale, reaching for the right foot. Exhale, let's fold chin towards the shin. Deep breath here, breathing into the back body. Inhale, head lifts, flattening the back. Exhale here. Let's release the pose, straightening both legs. Go ahead and scoot forward onto the mat, finding the ankles crossed. Let's lift up for one more vinyasa. And then when you're ready, returning to a seated position. So bending the right leg, let's bring the right heel to the outside of the left knee and sit up nice and tall. The right arm reaches up. As we turn to the right, we're going to bring the right arm back behind us, pressing into the mat to help straighten the spine. And the left arm can hug the right knee. The left elbow can come to the outside to help deepen the stretch. Make sure the spine is straight. And we're twisting the spine like we're wringing out a towel. Inhale, come back through center. Go ahead and bring both hands over towards the left side and curling the spine here for a counter twist. Let's straighten both legs. And sitting up nice and tall, bend the left leg, bringing the left foot to the outside of the right knee, and sitting up tall. Inhale, the left arm up, and then turning to the left, bringing that arm back behind you, and pushing the arm down to help lengthen the spine. Maybe the right shoulder, elbow and shoulder come to the outside of the knee to help deepen the twist. Inhale, coming back through center. And then exhale, both of the hands come to the right, and let's just curl the spine. And let's straighten both legs. And let's come towards the top of the mat so that the lower legs hang off. And then using your arms to help you lay flat on your mat. From here, bend both of the legs and bring the heels in towards the hips. The feet are parallel, hip distance apart, the knees pointing straight up to the ceiling. Roll the shoulders underneath and then ground down through the feet. Lift the hips, 5 breaths here. Exhale, lower down. Good. Bring the heels in even closer. You can use your hands to really sneak them in towards your hips. Make sure the feet are hip distance apart and that they're parallel. The feet, the knees should be hip distance apart. Don't let the knees fall out to the side. Hug the knees in. And now push down through the feet. Lift the hips. Maybe the hands can come together underneath. Maybe the shoulders could roll. And the hips can lift even more. Deep breath here. Good. Let's release the hips down. Allow the knees to come together. Breathing here. One more bridge just like that, or you could bring the hands up overhead. So positioning the feet so that they're hip distance apart. The hands go underneath the shoulders, the fingers pointing down towards the feet, and then squeezing the elbows together so they don't fall out to the side. Lifting the hips and trying to straighten the arms. And then tucking chin to chest, lower down onto your back, bringing the hips down. Let's reach the arms out to a T, palms down. And let's bring the knees into our chest. Little rock side to side. One more breath here. And now allow the knees to fall towards the right elbow. Keep your shoulders down. Shift the gaze towards the left elbow. And just melt into the floor. You could bring the legs further away. Inhale, coming back through center. And exhale the knees towards the left elbow. Shoulders stay down. And shifting your gaze towards the right. Where can you soften a little bit more? Breathing into the stretch. Inhale, let's come back through center and bring the hands to the shins and tuck the chin into the chest. And then let's find little rocks here up and down the spine, building momentum. Little back massage here and all the way up to a seated position. From here, let's go ahead and we'll straighten the legs. Reach the arms up, and then let's fold. Inhale, the head lifts, and exhale, we release. Let's bend the legs, bring the knees out to the side. And scooting forward on your mat so that your feet are at the top of the mat. Let's have a nice wide open diamond shape here with the legs. And then go ahead and use your hands to help you come all the way flat onto your mat. Let's bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the rib cage. Go ahead and close your eyes. And just breathe here. Resting here with your eyes closed. Try to just release into the mat. Just observing the breath and exhaling out. Few more breaths here. If this shape is not a comfortable position for you, feel free to straighten the legs. Maybe you have the arms out to the sides. A comfortable position to just relax after all the hard work you've done today, where we can just focus on the breath. Breathing in Breathing out. Melting down into the floor. Start to deepen the breath here. Let's bring some motion back into the fingers and into the toes. Maybe rolling the wrists, rolling the ankles. And if it feels good to you, bending the elbows, bending the knees. And when you're ready, bring one knee into the chest and roll over onto your right side. Pausing here for just a moment. And then using your hands to help you come to a comfortable seated position. Sitting up nice and tall, lengthening the spine. Allow the hands to come to the knees. They can be palms up or palms down. And just softening through the shoulders. Noticing your breath. Slowly opening the eyes. Good work today, everybody. Thank you so much for coming to class today. I'm truly grateful for this opportunity to teach yoga and teach you all how to move with your breath. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.